So that's the window outside there. You can't see very well. The sky's pretty grey. Literally, we're waiting for it to storm. Maybe that will improve the afternoon somehow. It's already been a pretty lazy day. I've already worked on my story today. I don't want to work on it too much, even though I know what the next bit of it's going to be about. Where the person actually meets another person in a dream. So I have no idea what they're going to say to each other, but something basically like, "What are you doing here?" "I'm just wandering around." "You shouldn't be here." "Do I know you?" sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's gonna be at least 2 weeks to write it. Even though it's only 100 pages, I'm only on page 14, and I've been writing it for 2 days. And it's a complex story that I'm trying to put in a half decent light so that maybe someone will want to read it in the future. Most of my stories are kind of trash stories. You can read them okay, but they're not the best stories in the world. So I'm trying to improve upon that somehow, so that people might want to read my stories. But I don't know, I'm hoping this one gives it a bit of a turnaround. I'm trying to attempt to make money somehow without working. Even though I apply for jobs, like yesterday I applied for 50 jobs roundabout. I don't really want to work. I'm sort of through with working, actually. I don't get respected in any workplace. And I find it hard to work unless I'm doing something like where you don't talk. I'm finding it really hard. Even without talking, I might find it hard, but I just assume it's easier if you don't talk. I can't always make my voice come out. Sometimes it just wants to shrink, and other times I'm just fighting my feelings, really. So I don't really want to talk in the future. So I'm trying to find jobs where you don't actually talk. I don't really want to work, like I said. I just want to huddle down indoors, really. Just want to continue living indoors. And whenever I go out, it's just to have fun or go shopping or something. Because like I said, I'm not in love with working. Whenever I work, it seems like a waste of time. I'm, putting all my energy into just being there. And, in the end, no one really... I get told, oh yeah, I did a good job by some people, but I don't really feel like I'm doing anything positive. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. And true enough, it's good to get a job, but I don't really like working because, like I said, I have no one respecting me. I'm not gaining any rapport. I'm just wasting my time, just trying to do something for other people. And I don't really care much about it. So it would have helped if I hadn't, moved away from home, and if I hadn't used all my money, I would be in a much stronger position. I'm still in a pretty weak position, which is why I do apply for work. This week I decided to apply for some lawyer jobs, not jobs as a lawyer, but in working within a lawyer's office. I know they're supposed to be really dangerous jobs, and if you don't do your work right, the lawyers get very angry at you and stuff. I think a lot of people think that, you get pressured to spend time with a lawyer, over just going home after work and stuff. So, people think lawyers' jobs are like really inky and bad, and I only apply for them sometimes. Usually I apply in customer service. This time it was administration or something silly. Where you have to know the outfits that they're going to need, so when they go to court, they've got all their stuff in their little folders, and they've got the backup paperwork that they need to successfully, implement some sort of process or some sort of, paperwork. But I literally don't know anything about lawyers or law or even administration. So it's really hard, all this stuff for me, and I'd probably just screw it up. I mean, I do know that much, but I've never actually worked, like, in that position, so I've only done customer service and sales, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing that position anymore, because I'm sick of it. I get sick of trying to talk to people when my voice doesn't want to work. I get sick of feeling knotted up, like I have to talk to someone. I'd rather just be doing data entry or something stupid. And so I'm trying to switch to more data entry jobs. But the only thing is, I apply for the jobs and I don't get in. So I don't even get considered. So I'm trying to make my way into something easier, though, because I'm not young and I don't really like the work where I'm sort of straining to do the job. I'd rather do something more simple, or I'd rather not work at all. So, like I said, I was having a conversation the other week with someone, and they said, "Oh, what do you think about work?" And I said, I'm really sick of work. I don't want to work at all. But the only thing is I need the money. I've lost all my money. I haven't recovered it because I can't go to work. And I find it hard to get jobs. Like, I only get jobs once in a while. And I'm finding it harder to actually bother to go to work. And I just say, well, I don't really want to work anymore. And it's true, I don't. I'd rather just work from home, but I don't really have a product to sell, not one that I can make. The closest I have is a painting, and people don't like to buy it for very much. Whereas, who I live with, they've got all this bogus, gardening equipment. They make it a manufacturing plant, and they've got it, and they've got something to sell. I don't have something to sell. I was going to sell cushion covers, but I can't really make them. I was going to make toys, but I've actually been banned off the sewing machine because I almost stuffed it up. So I'll have to buy my own sewing machine. I've already spent too much money and stuff. So I'm sort of really bummed out because I don't know how to make money from home. Really. I know ways to make money from home, but I haven't really successfully made too much money from home. But that's something that I'd rather be doing as opposed to working. I did start my own company, but it's not very successful. It's literally just a waste of money, and I probably should have tried a different company. But I'm yet to commit myself to cold calls from my current company. But it is a little bit of an iffy gamble. Because I don't know, it can be seen as something negative, like a swindle, because it's not a proper company. Like, I started this charity group thinking it was the best idea because I made money the easiest before. But then I realized, oh, it's probably a really bad idea that I start this business, um, because you're not trying to sell a product, you're trying to gain support for a service which isn't actually functioning. So, in the community, so I've got a lot of business building to go to, and I hardly ever concentrating on it, and it's not going very well, and haven't gotten any money for it, and I've spent $1,000 on it, and I think I just wasted $1,000. I should have chosen something else. I should have chosen the art gallery or something, because then I have some more valid products to sell. But I don't have the biggest space. I don't have a house to my own, and so I'm sort of cramped, and I feel like I have to redraw all my efforts, and yeah. But um, but whatever. So nothing. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out how on earth I'm gonna make money if I don't want to work. And I'm not really young anymore, and I've been sort of depressed all afternoon because everyone else has a way to make money, and I'm just lagging, dragging my feet around. I'm really hoping on a dose of luck to pull me through and get me earning some serious money. But I'm not going to give up on my company. I mean, it is something. Something's more than nothing, even if you're just doing nothing with it. But I've got my own little website. All I need to do is keep making payments on it. So I next have to pay like in 3 or 5 years' time or something. So it's not a total drag. I just don't feel like, I'm not sure how it's going to end up. Is the only thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be contacted by police if I finally get people buying or supporting it. Last time police wanted to close it after making inquiries, and so it's a little bit of a difficult kind of business because I do think everything's a swindle, and they think you're a swindle too. You're swindling people of their money by making dishonest claims. But they're going to be hard. It's going to be pretty hard for them to put a stamp against me because I do have, a lot of documents that I didn't have previously, and I have put things into consideration. The only thing I don't have is is a CRM or something. I put it as a sole trader position as opposed to a CRM. And that means they might pressure me to fork out for a CRM, even though, it's only barely valid with a sole trader ABN. So, that CRM's like $500, and I'm like, that puts another $500 debt on something I haven't even earned any money with. But anyway, I'll just keep persevering. You never know when things might change with that thing. Like I said, in the past month, 40 people visited my little website, and so it's more than the other 2 months it's been open, and so I might be somehow propelling some audience. But saying that, it's not making any money and stuff, so I sort of, yeah, like I said, I don't really want to work in an office. It's just a waste of time. I don't get along with anyone. They don't say I'm doing a good job, even though I've done my best, and the only thing good is I get paid for it. I get some good money, but other than that, I'm not really doing anything for my career. I'm not really doing anything for my rapport. It seems like no matter how hard I try, no one wants to hire me again after they've seen me once. And then I'm stuck, just twiddling my fingers, waiting for another opportunity to come up, and it takes forever for something to come around. So I don't really think I'm destined to work in an office. I've been twiddling around with it ever since I was able to start working, and I'm finally considering just giving up and just working from home instead. Not just easier on me, it's like it's what I want to do. I don't really want to mingle with other people because I never get anywhere. And I'm just really wasting my time, so it's sort of my thing that I want to do now. I want to not work. I want to just work from home